Please be advised, all music tracks used in this production are original compositions. Thank you.
Hey, it's Scary Jones, executive producer of Elvis Duran and The Morning Show on Z100. I want to talk to you all about my friend and fellow Brooklyn College alumnus, Silas, your e-journalist, social work advocate. Silas hosts and produces the award-winning Kelsunn-on-the-Air Social Work Podcast. My friend and fellow BCR alum is now known nationally and internationally as Silas, your e-journalist, social work advocate. His podcast, it's also listed as one of the top social work podcasts you must follow. The award-winning Kelsunn-on-the-Air Social Work Podcast.
Hello and welcome to all our listeners and viewers. This is Silas, your e-journalism social work advocate, producer and host of the award-winning Kelsunn-on-the-Air Social Work Podcast, available wherever you get your podcast. Our podcast is rated internationally as one of the best social work podcasts you must follow. This podcast promotes, celebrates, uplifts, and highlights the social work profession. Our aim is to educate the general public about the powerful impact social workers have on the lives of those they serve. The podcast will also amplify the vital contributions professional social workers make in every aspect of our society every day. Hello, everyone. This is Silas, your e-journalism social work advocate, host of the award-winning Kelsunn-on-the-Air Social Work Podcast. I'm here on location at Molloy University in Rockville Center, New York for the Martin Luther King Day of Service. We have a special program here today. And today we have, to start off our program, a special presentation by a student poet, Miss Indigo Kelsunn, and she's going to recite an original composition that she wrote called Dream, and she was inspired to write this poem by the late, great Martin Luther King and his life of service. We present to you Miss Indigo Kelsunn, Dream.
Dream. What does it mean to dream? Is it merely a fictional thing? A figment meant to occupy the space of my mind when I'm sleeping? Is it piecing together events of the day tethered to the past, presenting a pretend future where change no longer needs imagining? What's the use of dreaming if it's defined by unreality? From childhood, I understood dreams as the perfect playground where no one could pull my curly crown and accuse me of co-opting Rapunzel's fairy tale. But I failed to recognize that escapism fixes nothing. Adopted the lens of colorblind friends who blissfully mistake chosen ignorance for progression. For fantasy is less fearful than facing the truth of my complexion. Its darkness expresses the depth of oppression, so we opt for lighter daydreams to escape the danger of awakening, utopia destined to remain a dream. But we can't afford to keep sleeping. Open your eyes and find that mine are different. Look to see the beauty in this diverse tapestry of human design. To celebrate every thread from head to toe, from its color, make, and model, we can sew a new society. But first, we must mend our own tears from the wounds of old. Stitch by stitch, community will grow into the dream we never thought was possible. Dream.
Hello, everyone. Again, this is Silas, your e-journalism social work advocate, host of the award-winning Kelsunn-on-the-Air Social Work Podcast. I'm here on location at Molloy University in Rockville Center, New York for the Martin Luther King Day of Service. We have a special program here today, and we're going to be walking around talking to some folks about their impressions, insights, and thoughts on pursuing the dream.
My name is Brad. I'm a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. And today, when I reflect on Dr. Martin Luther King, these words come to mind. His word then echoes the truth of today. Today is not a day of sales, but today is a day of reflection, a continued reminder to us to never become complacent, because the soul of America remains stuck in a time capsule today.
First and last name.
Keisha Chandler.
And your affiliation, Keisha?
I'm the director of the LSAM program, and I'm also a member of the Siena Center for Social Justice at Molloy University.
And what do you think is the importance in this political climate about today's Day of Service and the message that Martin Luther King promoted while he was alive?
So it's a great day to celebrate all of the accomplishments of Martin Luther King Jr.
Well, let me ask you this. He said just before he was murdered, we got some difficult days ahead. How do you think that applies to today's climate?
I think We still have difficult days ahead, especially with the current administration. They're wanting to dissolve DEI and, all of the accomplishments of people of color.
My name is Brad. I'm a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. And today, when I reflect on Dr. Martin Luther King, these words come to mind. His word then echoes the truth of today. Today is not a day of sales, but today is a day of reflection, a continued reminder to us to never become complacent, because the soul of America remains stuck in a time capsule today.
Hello, my name is Kira Bryant. I am a social worker. I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and we are proud to participate again, maybe the 4th or 5th year, with Molloy MLK Day of Service. I especially liked the message of the keynote this morning, speaking about the importance of knowing your history and the impact that could have, how dangerous it is to be silent in the face of unjust practices. He spoke about laws being recognized as laws, but they're actually illegal, even to our own policies. Something that really triggered something in my mind is what he said about our schools' curriculums. Currently, New York State's social studies curriculum violates federal statutes against discrimination. Members of the white race are placed in a higher, more favorable light than members of all other races. And that is the textbook definition of discrimination by the federal statute. So the students need to demand better. And Dr. King, it was through the students, the Children's March, that really got it all started. It was seeing those hoses turn on the children of Birmingham that woke up the world. So I think it's going to need to be the children who make the difference now. So it's so important for Molloy to continue with this, and I'm going to try to make it a school trip for the middle school and the high school students in the district that I work with, because, he welcomed the teachers, thanked the teachers, bring the students out, and it all starts with them. It all starts with them. So thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, my name is Ashley Predville. I'm a volunteer here at the MLK Day of Service. So my response to the question, I feel like MLK's ideals are important to today's world and today's political climate, because today I feel like, one, we're very forgetful of what is important, and I feel like community has gone very far from us, and coming together, everyone is kind of in their own world and on their own thinking and only caring about themselves and how things affect them. I feel like it's very important for us to only not just think about how things can affect us, but affect our community, affect other communities that align with us, affect the world as a whole. And I feel like MLK was very big on us coming together and thinking about things as a big picture rather than one of the small images. As people like to say, you have to see the forest and the trees. And so I feel like we need to look at everything rather than just what may affect us and may affect maybe ones that are like close to us rather than us as a whole and us as a community. So I feel like his views are very important in today's climate.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Jada Dunn. I'm here as a participant today. And I think the MLK Day of Service is so important to keep Dr. King's legacy alive. So many young people do not understand the depths that our people have went through, sticking together, marching in the hot sun in full suits, standing together, boycotting, what they had to endure just for us to have basic civil rights. And Jim Crow did not end on paper until 1963 or 1964. My dad was born in 1963, so he still experienced, some of the segregation that went on, because even though it ended in the law, people still treated you a certain way. He grew up experiencing being called boy. So I think it's so important to show how far we've come, especially since this current administration is trying to erase our history.
My name is John Wesley White. I'm a professor of education at the University of North Florida, and I was honored to be the keynote speaker for the Day of Service here at Molloy University. And I have to say I'm really, really pleased with the turnout and the energy of all the young people here at this event. We're seeing some very dark times in our country, but I get hope from seeing the fact that there are so many young people focused on social justice, on doing what is right, on making our world a better place. If ever we need to remember that the world can improve, look to our young people. We saw that here today.
Thank you. Basically asking for first and last name, your affiliation, and what your thoughts are on today's Day of Service honoring Martin Luther King in light of today's political climate.
My name is Angela Zimmerman. I am the Director of Development and Alumni Relations at Molloy University. And this is our annual opportunity to honor the life and legacy of Dr. King and everything that is so important and defines him. And we have workshops, we have opportunities for students and adults to continue their volunteerism in the spirit of service, which is very core to Molloy University.
All right, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Aileen Hoffman, and I'm the Senior Vice President for Strategic Expansion at the Sunrise Association.
Hi, my name is Deanna Slade. I am the Vice President of Camping and Related Services and the on-site director for our Long Island camp for the Sunrise Association.
Okay, and tell our listeners and viewers a little bit about what your organization does and the services that you provide.
So the Sunrise Association is a 20-plus-year-old organization. We provide services for children with cancer and their siblings absolutely free. We provide services in hospital year-round, and we are the only summer day camp for children with cancer and their siblings. We are a nationwide and worldwide organization. We have services across the country and also in Israel. Last year alone, we served close to 70,000 children.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And why is it important for your organization and agency to be here on this day of service?
I think that it's important that we all pull together to help as many people as we possibly can. And there's so many different branches in the world that we can help with. There's homelessness, there's, education, there's, recreational services, there's people that are in need in every single direction. And for our purposes at the Sunrise Association, there's so many needs that families with children affected by pediatric cancer that they have. There's families that have monetary issues. There's research. There's social, emotional, and mental health issues. And so when, especially on Martin Luther King Day, who epitomized, helping people in need, extending your hand out in any way that you possibly can, this is the perfect opportunity for us. This is what we do year round, but this day highlights, being together and pulling together as a community to help other people.
All right, thank you so much, lady.
Hi, I'm Terry Reska from the Long Island Volunteer Center. We're a one-stop shopping website for volunteering. So we are here today to show that to the kids on volunteering is so important. Being Martin Luther King Day and having a dream is so important, especially when you look at volunteering for the kids that are going to be moving on to college. It's so important. Life is tough for these kids now. The environment that we're in is very unsupportive, I'm going to say. So we've really got to make some changes to get this world in a better place.
All right, thank you so much.
Hi, this is Jackie Williams. I am an executive assistant for the Office of Mission Integration, and my why for being here with MLK Day of Service is a personal one. I'm a mom, and I want our world to have people who love one another and treat people with kindness and lead with love. And I feel it's really important that we come together as beautiful people who love each other and give everybody a chance to have a time to remember that even though there's sadness in the world and things are challenging, we have to always remember to lift each other up and not forget people who are left out, made fun of for reasons that shouldn't be. And I'm just proud to be around such wonderful people. And my why is really that I want a good world for all the children. and our students here. And I just want to thank everybody.
Thank you.
Good day. My name is Kimberly Malone. I am a member of the Nassau County community, and I was out here today because we really want to honor the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King and all that it means for us today. We are in a world today where if you were to hear the quotes of Dr. Martin Luther King from many, many years ago, they all seem to ring true even today, especially in this world where we're seeing sort of what we would consider injustices happening all over. And I'm encouraged by a quote from Dr. King that says, "We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects us all indirectly." So that's why we're here today, because we can't sit around and let things happen to our brothers and sisters without acknowledging that it could also happen to us and has. So that's what I would say.
My name is Dr. Pamela Taylor. I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated in Nassau Alumni Chapter.
Okay, and what is your thoughts on today's MLK Day of Service here at Molloy in light of today's political climate in society?
Us celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King Day is a reflection of returning to the true message which he gave us so many years ago. It's so relevant today, and not to, sanitize the quotes of what he said, but the courage, the sacrifice, the moral clarity he demanded. It requires us to sit in our discomfort and confront injustice honestly and choose justice over convenience in all situations.
Thank you so much for that. Once again, this is Silas, your e-journalism social work advocate, producer and host of the show. You've been listening to the award-winning Kelsunn-on-the-Air Social Work Podcast. This and all other episodes are available on our Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, and iHeart audio podcast platforms, among others. The podcast is also available on our Spotify and YouTube video podcast platforms. Go to any search engine and type in Kelsunn on the Air in the search window to hear this show in its entirety. Please make sure to click subscribe to support our podcast. And don't forget to like, comment, download, and share. To reach us for more information, email us at info@kelsunn.org. That's info@kelsunn.org. Or to suggest future topics, log into www.kelsunn.org. That's www.kelsunn.org and fill out the Share a Topic form on our homepage. Thank you for tuning in. This has been a Kelsunn Communications production.